we have entered into picks and bans for game number 3. So intense that the music changes.
Yeah, question on everybody's mind: does the Rengar get banned? I'm interested to see if TSM is going to be taking it off the table, or if they just don't really care about it that much. So far, Hecarim and Shen, that is business as usual, and it's going to be down to this 3rd ban. And obviously, you know, if TSM doesn't ban it, do P1 have the confidence to pick this once again and say, hey, we can just make it happen, get snowballing once more? Because those games can be, you know, few and far between as far as competitive goes. Being able to get that much of an early lead and really extend it is not easy on Rengar.
So in the first game, the TSM had the exact same bans, Shen and Hecarim, and then Gangplank for that final one. With 5 seconds left on the clock, they respected the Rengar ban.
Yeah, you could see Gate was cracking up as soon as Rengar ban came in. They don't want to mess with it anymore. Get it off the table. And unfortunately for P1, not going to get to see a repeat performance of that Rengar. But this does, you know, leave some other options. What are they going to have up their sleeve? Sivir, first pick for the 3rd straight game in this series. P1 looks to respond. I want to see if they have any more kind of aggressive ideas, because Inori really looks so much better on these hard engaged type champions like the Rengar, like the Hecarim, and is actually getting a lot of respect in this pick ban phase, in double bans going the way of Inori.
Now time for Phoenix One to show what they've got. Karma definitely still open, along with some of those higher priority supports, but Rek'Sai is the first pick, and Malzahar follows it up. Pyrion, big performance in game 2.
Yeah, and was overshadowed a little bit by the Rengar, but Pyrion was going off. He had a huge game, and you know, 99% of these LCS games, a performance like that would net you player of the game. But Inori was just that one step above. Inori going to be playing this Rek'Sai very strong. Obviously not really the same kind of champion as the Rengar. We'll see how aggressive they can get. I would love to see them draft more aggressive stuff, though, because right now this is not really giving them enough of a way to get into a lot of these fights. As far as what we kind of witnessed in game 1, you know, maybe something like an Ashe could work well. I have seen them draft that. I know they had a series against Echo Fox that they cleaned up, and they were able to draft Ashe and Shen and Hecarim in a lot of hard engage and kind of have that coming from the other lanes. But with these early picks, they do give over that Karma Sivir bot lane, which has been so feared.
In addition, that Talia is still open for Bjergsen, so if they do go for a slightly less mobile lane like that Ashe, Mash and Gate, they were able to stall for a long time, but this time they won't have a Rengar to back them up, so we'll have to see how Phoenix One, they know that's still on the table then, and they'll have to play around that. But with that Gnar and Karma locked in, you can see the bottom lane for TSM and the top lane now, but Gangplank is the pick. Banned away in game number 1, and Gate returns to that Braum.
Yeah, it was banned out in game 1 and 2, so this is the trade-off that has been made. The Rengar opens up that Gangplank for Zig, so we'll see if he can get work done on that, and that does give you some more engage as far as dropping the Gangplank ulti, slowing them down, kind of trying to get in there, but there's a lot of speed up and slow down here for TSM. They have good disengage with the Karma speed up and that Sivir, and I think this is intelligent, drafting more just for kind of straight up team fight power here for Bjergsen. When you play the Talia, there's more of an onus on you. You have to be able to get ahead through these kind of side lane roams. As far as the straight up 5v5 fights, it's a lot weaker. That's not going to be the case here from Cass, and Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch going to be locked in for Phoenix One. They say, all right, you're going to drop some poison in team fight? Well, we're going to do the exact same thing. Huge damage for Phoenix One if they're able to pull it off. The TSM looking to retain that unblemished victory set. 14-0 right now.
Yeah.
If their first defeat were to come at the hands of Phoenix One, that would be absolutely unheard of.
It'd be one of the biggest upsets in a long time.
Yeah.
And Mash, she has the ability to go off on this Twitch. It's such an insane late game champion, but he has to get there, and it's going to be tough with a lot of ways kind of knock him in. This is not a champion that has a dash. It's kind of low mobility as far as that goes, and with Gnar diving in, the Gragas diving in, able to ult you into the team, it's going to be very, very dangerous. So he's going to have to position extremely well, and he's also going to have to survive laning phase against Doublelift and Biofrost playing that Karma Sivir.
Yeah. Definitely have their work cut out for them. Phoenix 1, bringing us to a Game 3. Now, there's one last chance for you at home and here in the studio to join the conversation on Twitter. Vote for the team you think will take this series. Hashtag TSM win or hashtag P1 win as we load onto the Rift. It's the Order of the Phoenix here, trying to spoil Team SoloMid.
The P1 chants are ramping up from Game 1. You can see a lot of support from them in the crowd right now. A lot of people would love to see this kind of underdog story come true here. Zig, a lot of focus is going to be on him this game. How well can this guy perform in this situation where he's going to be up against Haunter, one of the premier top laners in the entire league. He finally gets this champion that he's been banned out on, and now it's his turn to really try to get something done. And they will have exceptional late game scaling with this Gangplank, with the Twitch, with that Malzahar. So TSM has to be wary of that. Not that TSM's late game is weak by any means with Sivir and Cassiopeia and stuff.
Well, yeah, we've seen other teams stall games out for very long times. Like Echo Fox are very fond of that strategy as well.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it to the 56-minute mark, win one team fight, win the game.
Yep, it's got to go 56, not 54, not 57, you know, right in there. So
right in between.
Yep.
The holy hand grenade of game enders.
And P1 kind of just converging here in the mid lane. They're looking to avoid this 2v2. I'm willing to bet, and they're trying to see if they can actually get eyes on Doublelift and Biofrost. And right now, Doublelift and Biofrost, assuming that they're doing the lane swap, will P1 kind of call the double bluff and head bot side. Right now, they're still hanging out. They're trying to wait and spot them out. And you can tell by how long they're delaying, this is how badly they want to avoid this matchup. They really have no interest in going into this. Okay, he's actually going for a cheese gank, level 1. He's stealthing in there, trying to help win the mid lane. This is a very old strategy.
Bjergsen's just going to eat a little bit of damage. First bit of trade. That does mean, though, that does mean that Doublelift and Biofrost will be able to start off with that Gromp as they head towards that top side. Spotted out by Gate on the invade. And with that, Doublelift will arrive at about the same time, but that's going to be an experience advantage, along with the wave clear advantage for TSM. Gate's even forced away as he eats some harass.
Yeah, and it's a couple CS and actually a lot of damage traded there onto Gate. So it's going to be a tough early lane, I think, for these guys. They're going to have to play it very well and try to not get poked out under the turret here, which can be extremely tough.
Yeah, Zig is going to have some trouble in this bottom lane as well. At least early on, that Mininar is so tough to lane against.
Yeah. He's just going to let him push it in, basically. Cannot actually fight it out too early. He doesn't have to be super worried about getting all in or anything. He just can't give up too much health. He needs to stay safe and farm it out under the turret. A Gate with actually a pretty smart little mind game there. Oh, Nori going for an early gank on Bjergsen.
Yeah, he gets the knock up. There goes the Malefic Visions. He flashes to follow up. There's the silence as well. It's ticking down. The Malefic Vision, first blood for Phoenix 1. They turn over down too. Oh, he's trying to get the kill. A double kill for Period.
Nori with the taunt. The BM coming out as he is pumped. A 2-0 start for Period. A Nori adding insult to injury. Wow, what a start for P1.
Once again, starting off this series, starting off every game with first blood, but Phoenix 1 coming off a huge high from that win in game number 2, now with the first 2 kills in game number 3.
Absolutely crazy, and here it is once again. Bjergsen's still level 2, Nori right in on top of him, has the flash for afterwards, and now Period flashes forward, nails the Q for the reset, he's going down. Svenskeren wants to save his teammate, but he flashed in there, used his body slam, no way to get out. Almost trades the kill, but there is the BM from Nori. Knows he has it, has to feel good. And really now it's about the side lanes here. You know, can this 2v2 stay relatively even? Doublelift and Biofrost already carving out an advantage for themselves, up a decent amount of CS, and Zig is holding pretty even in that 1v1, so it's got to be Bjergsen being careful too now, because this is a very big lead.
The Phoenix 1 chants are rising along with the team, trying to upset the best team in the North American LCS at the moment. Yeah, Phoenix 1
Inori's actually looking to go back to mid lane here, but he was spotted out.
Yeah.
Has an advantage over Sven, so Sven is going to kind of back it off, but he's waiting. He wants to be in position in case there's another mid lane gank, and Inori could look for a top lane attempt, but they are aware of it and going to be respecting the potential for now.
That Wolf Spirit did track him to that side. Gate trying to play forward, and though it is a big minion wave, it's taking some time.
Okay, just getting a ward perhaps?
Yeah, recall completed from Inori as he heads back. Tiamat finished. Nice early start for that. As Svenskeren will take advantage of this, steal away the Gromp on the opposite side of the map. And TSM, despite being down 800 gold, despite losing in game number 2, they're still the best team in the league.
Oh yeah.
It's 2 kills. We can't forget about the fact that TSM have played out worse deficits than this.
Oh, certainly. And the gold lead, while significant for this stage in the game, if it does not expand, if it does not continue to grow, it's not going to be relevant moving forward. So they got to be careful about this. And Mash actually stepping too far forward, going to get rooted.
Boomerang blocks a lot of the damage. Gate with a big save keeps Mash safe.
Well played. They will back off, but already look at the CS disadvantages here. So TSM is winning in farm across all areas, really. Inori looking for a peek gank. Can they get it?
Oh, gets the knockup onto Bjergsen. He's chunked down to half, and Inori takes only 1 turret shot.
Yeah. The 46 CS to 31. That's already growing for Doublelift. Big advantages there. Talked about how bad this matchup was going to be. And Zig, he's hanging on a little bit better, but he is still down. Bjergsen up a few CS, even though this is 2-0 period. So this is not the Rengar that's off to races like last game, right? This is a Rek'Sai, and we'll see if he's going to try to go a very aggressive build and extend that lead in other ways. Wants to return gank again.
He's level 6. So is Puri, and Bjergsen also has level 6 as he's healed back up. Svenskeren doesn't have a smite ward over the wall to keep himself safe.
Sven is here. This could be very risky. They're going.
He's tunneled forward. There's the Nether Grasp, but Purian, oh, he's got the Void Shift to keep himself safe. Phoenix won with the 3rd kill. Haunter flashes. He gets the stun onto Inori. The house misses, though. There's a slow on top of the body slam. Is he going to be able to get out of this with his life? Purian trying to toss out some damage to dissuade any further chase. There's a turning it around. Oh my God, they're turning it around indeed. Haunter falls. Phoenix won for 5-0.
Are you kidding me? P1, Purian and Inori have the team on their back, and they are looking to upset TSM off to an incredible start. They already managed it once. This would be amazing, and they execute the dive perfection. Purian goes in. He's able to not only absorb the ultimate from Bjergsen, but the initial tower shots with that immunity, the GP ulti gets dropped. Fantastic coordination, and it's Haunter. He's already TP'd in. They committed a lot. He goes for the flash. He does land the ultimate, but this is a very tanky Rek'Sai, and they don't have a lot of damage. He's able to just kind of walk back out of here. Purian turns it right around, and TSM overextends again, feeling the pressure to execute on these kills.
Absolutely huge for Phoenix One. The mid lane 3-0-2, Inori 2-0-3, even 3 assists on Zig. As TSM, Team SoloMid, they've got their bottom lane doing well in the top side of the map. They're going to have to start looking for these advantages to try to get themselves back in as Mash. Ooh, finding a bit of harass onto Biofrost. Ooh, doesn't quite proc the slow, or the stun.
Good little trade, though. Pretty early Merc treads by here for Inori, so doesn't want to have to deal with too much of the CC.
Yeah, I wonder which lane he's going to visit again. With that magic resist?
It's hard to know, man. It's pretty good against Nara and stuff, to be fair, as well, though.
Yeah.
Nara does have a lot of lockdown. There's a root from Biofrost. Sven with some sneaky jungle pathing, though, moving around, and they actually do spot out Inori, so they know they perhaps could go for this dive. Sven here.
Yeah, Inori will see that, though.
His defender's in base. He has to be careful.
There goes
Bjergsen's coming.
Inori flashes and tunnels the wall. Gets himself out safe, but double, whoa, whoa, whoa! How did he get up there? Tunnels to safety and Inori.
That is why it's so important to continuously put down your tunnels. Rek'Sai players take note. The one he dropped earlier for farming comes back to save his life, and you can look around the map, see he has one by Dragon. He has them around in good places, but P1, gotta be careful here. They're still at a significant disadvantage in this 2v2. You know, this is a BF sword on Doublelift to just Zerker Greaves and a longsword, and Inori getting spotted out there looking.
Oh, they're trying to fight. There's the Gangplank ultimate. Biofrost eats the spray and pray. Poison is ticking, but there's Svenskeren and Bjergsen. Mash falls. Gate will drop as well. The poison, no, he jumps to safety, and they turn it on to Svenskeren and Inori with the knockup. He will burn in the nether zone. 1-for-1 trade.
Oh, And Mash and Gate try to make the aggressive play. Doesn't work out, but their teammates able to come in, bail them out, and are able to make it a pretty good trade. And so many summoners blown on both sides. Kind of got to take stock of the game, but it's an over 2,000 gold lead. Morel and Nomicon already done here for Furion ridiculously early.
Yeah.
GP farming well. Zig is just contributing, with these ultimates and just farming it up in the side lanes. And here it is once again. Gate and Mash think they can actually go for this ultimate on Biofrost. The GP ulti is kind of avoided for the most part though. And then Mash, he overstepped his bounds. Beautiful ult flash from Bjergsen. Svenskeren comes crashing in with the body slam. They get one kill. Gate barely gets out in the turnaround.
And this is exactly what we talked about in between the games. The fact that TSM need to slow down, need to be able to recover in between these plays. But Phoenix One are all over the map, and now there are some pings down onto that Mountain Drake.
And you can tell, TSM is feeling the pressure. Look at Svenskeren here. This is not a guy that almost ever falls behind in the jungle. He's a premier jungler. He's down over 20 CS. He's 0-3, 10 minutes into the game, and pretty brutal start for him. And Gragas is not a champion that is known for its scaling. Yes, has playmaking ability, but as far as a straight 1v1, he's going to be significantly outmatched by Nori, and Earth Dragon goes the way of P1. TSM, though, getting a turret up here, going to be able to close that gold lead a little bit. We'll see if P1 can match on the bot side.
Yeah, the ward cleared out now by Biofrost, and that turret will fall.
They're looking back towards mid lane. You can see they're pinging to kind of come into that bush, and they want to get a gank here onto Bjergsen once more. They know he has no summoner, and there's a flash ulti available for Furion.
Svenskeren's on the Raptor camp on the far side, though. Furion just going to clear this ward out, and Nori will go into the jungle, so Bjergsen is allowed to live this time.
And Zig just has to keep clearing out these waves, but they're looking for the dive.
Oh, they're diving onto Zig. He's got his teleport, but Biofrost so cleanly tanking it up. Zig is taking a lot of time. There's the ultimate on the double lift. He takes a few turret shots. Ooh, and Biofrost even takes another hit. But Phoenix One are trading on the other side of the map. That bottom tier 1 is going to be cleared out.
Still, good job by TSM. They execute the dive cleanly, and they are going to be able to take these nice trades from a position where they're quite behind and really have no right to do so. But can P1 get this mid lane turret, that would be good for them. Try to extend the gold lead. They need to keep up the tempo. We talked about it. TSM is a superior macro team. So P1 needs to continuously look for aggressive plays. And also a good job by Zig to actually not blow his flash. To hold that summoner. He knows he was dead.
Yeah, down goes the mid tier 1 turret, and Phoenix One even preventing any attempt at a freeze in the bottom lane. Shove it into the bottom tier 2. Take a look at that bottom side of the jungle. Phoenix One have complete control with all of this vision, all of those tunnels, and double lift. He's going to be caught up and knocked up. Spell Shield soaks some of the damage, and he's able to walk away with his life.
He is able to get out. Biofrost there with the exhaust and the shields. Does keep him alive, so well played there by Biofrost. But still, just taking the summoners is always a good trade, and they're being proactive. They're looking for aggressive plays, trying to push their advantage, while Zig just free farms here in the top and almost on his Trinity Force. Gangplank is going to start becoming a problem.
Yeah, only 10 CS behind Hanser right now.
Yeah.
And Team SoloMid trying to recover. Everyone on the team is saying deep breaths. Calm it down, slow it down. Whereas Phoenix One trying to keep up this almost frenetic pace.
Yeah.
As they're 2,500 gold ahead, scaling rather well. Taking a look at the CS, very close between those top laners. The biggest lead that TSM have got is double lift in that bottom lane, as he's about 30 CS ahead, but Mash and Gate now head towards the mid lane looking for yet another pick, and it seems like without any neutral objectives, things might finally slow down.
Certainly could, but this is a Hanser getting pretty far up there. They want to try to clear out this vision. There's another pink ward in the jungle that is really kind of keeping him safe, and P1 needs to try to continue to eliminate vision, look for plays, can never get complacent against TSM. Gold lead or not, does not matter with the playmaking ability and the potential of this team. And Svenskeren laying in wait. If they go for this, they're going to get smashed.
Ooh, Void Rush for Nori.
Nori's here now, though. Bjergsen roaming down.
He smells that something is up. Will spot Svenskeren by dropping a ward in the river. So now Phoenix One know that they are safe with that jungler nearby. And Bjergsen heads back towards the mid lane. When it's all said and done, no big advantages picked up for TSM. They are continuing to contest for vision, though. And Nori over the wall.
And they're actually looking. I think they want to try to go for something here on Sven.
Oh, they turn onto Svenskeren. He flashes out of the knockup. They turn onto Biofrost. There goes the Cannon Barrage as well. Heal keeps himself safe. There's a very aggressive teleport. Gates net gets knocked in. Can they kill him before the teleport completes? They can. Zig and Hanser have joined the fight. Svenskeren in the front. Svenskeren goes down as Pyrion joins it. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Mash is low. Support for jungle.
Hanser barely gets out there, and P1, had they executed that better, it could have been a rout. Gate actually whiffed on the Q, he whiffed on the ult, they had split targets, so that fight was a little bit of a disaster for P1, but because of the gold lead, because of their strength advantage, they come out even, and they can thank themselves for that. But still, this is an Inori looking to really snowball. He already has his Titanic Hydra done. And he is going to be strong. He wants to press the advantage, kind of just skipping that jungle item. So here is the initiation once again. This should be, a pretty clean kill onto somebody, but they actually split the targets. Gate goes for the ultimate on Sven instead of Biofrost, who was right beside him. He misses that. Nice ulti in from Sven means they're going to be able to take out Gate. And on the backside, Hanser's almost going down, but Zig, he was looking for the barrel setup, could have just probably queued him. Unfortunately, not able to get that kill. Is a 1-for-1, and now they move to the Rift Herald TSM in the area.
Yeah, that is Rift Herald secured, and Phoenix One control the neutral objectives. They're even putting some pressure onto that top tier 1 to trade those turrets down.
I don't know if I've ever seen a fully completed Titanic Hydra before even
jungle
like a upgraded jungle item.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a smite item yet. He doesn't have any of that, so just going straight for it, trying to really extend that lead. Maybe he's not a Rengar, but the pain that is going to be brought by this Rek'Sai early in the game is going to be substantial.
Yeah, Inori and Pyrion are putting their carry pants on this game, and TSM are like, those don't fit you, take them off. Not quite working though, as Phoenix One continue to pressure forward, shove that wave into the tier 2 while defending their own on the opposite side. Bjergsen forced to play defensive in the mid lane as 16.5 minutes in.
And they're
Phoenix
looking,
One,
double lift and Biofrost here.
Mash is in the front. He's going to be body slammed in and gets cleaned up by TSM. Gate separated from his team will also fall. 2 quick kills for TSM, but these are the 2 carries. Pyrion in the front will drop, shut down by Bjergsen.
Big set of plays by TSM. They catch out Twitch and Gate, and they were separated for the team, and Gate failed to block that ultimate from Svenskeren, meaning Twitch just gets knocked straight in, taken out no problem, and it's TSM going to pick up the Cloud Drake on the backside of that fight.
It is now even in those elemental drakes and only 1,000 gold difference. But
So here
that
it is
is
once again, and Gate needs to be in front blocking for Twitch, but he's not there in time. The shield comes up late, Mash is already knocked in. Had he actually been over with his AD carry and stopped that, there's potential for this fight. But Inori now going for the fight with Hanser, and he's actually getting beaten pretty hard here.
Oh, he's actually got the Rift Herald buff. Gets some good damage onto Hanser, scares him away as Zig heads towards that top side of the map.
Yeah, it's almost that split push Rek'Sai type play that they're going for with this build, with the Rift Herald given over to him. He wants to be by himself in those side lanes, trying to kind of create these mismatches and have this 3-man squad with your Braum and your Twitch and your Malzahar, who is completed his second item right now, has the Rylai's, has the Morellos, so he is massive, and it's going to be Cinder Hulk here for Inori.
Mash catching some minions on the bottom side of the map as Pyrion gets gifted over his blue buff. TSM might be heading down there. Here in the mid lane, tries to solo kill Bjergsen and immediately regrets his decision. He eats a slow, and Inori is the one who's stunned. Takes a boomerang play.
Really low.
The Cannon Barrage, double lift is being chased down. Pyrion's able to get the kill along with Zig. Do they keep chasing?
He could go for the chase if he wants to. Heal gets baited out from that Prey Seeker, and that is a scary Rek'Sai. The damage he put down on double lift was ridiculous. Nice turnaround by P1. Some individual outplays there to stay alive as Bjergsen gets taken down.
Still the advantage for Phoenix One, but TSM are hot on their heels, taking one fight to bring it to only about a 1,500 gold difference between the teams. Baron's up in a minute. There's vision all over the map. Both of these teams are playing as hard as they can. TSM trying to retain that unblemished record, trying to make it 15-0, and Phoenix One playing spoiler in the most unexpected way possible.
And let's be honest, this game is very close. P1 has been winning, but it's not even a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
We have Cassiopeia, we have Sivir, we have fantastic late game here from TSM as well, but let's watch this play once more. Bjergsen taking a lot of early damage, Furion able to turn around for that, and look at the trade back here onto Doublelift, gets chunked so hard. Bjergsen knows he can't get out, has the slow from the GP ult, he tries to make that turnaround play, but does get taken down, and there is that Prey Seeker. Doublelift getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah. He's 2-0-4 right now, the biggest lead the TSM have as he's 30 CS ahead of MASH, and Doublelift and TSM, oh, that was interesting.
They do get spotted out by the Tremor Sense, so they know there's some guys around there. Not quite sure exactly how many, though. Sven could look for the play, try to knock someone in.
Yeah.
They're spotted, though.
Doublelift getting a little antsy, as you said. Solo kill. Somewhere, Zig is able to kill Biofrost and Phoenix 1. They're in front of the Baron. Hanser's on the other side of the map. No way.
Baron would be really risky at this
No.
game. This is only 20 minutes in the game. I don't think they're going to go for it. I think they're trying to bait them out because there is still TP available. They're going to make the call. This is so risky.
They've got
but
a
it could be
break.
huge.
I cannot believe how quickly they're burning this down. It's already down to half.
TP's coming in.
It's already down to 2,000. There's a suppression. They're trying to burn it through. It's going to be secured by Phoenix 1. There goes the cask, and Phoenix 1 are split and separated. Zig is running for his life. It's time to evacuate. And Nori turns it back in
He
with
got
that. Oh my god! They're actually trying to clean this up. Bjergsen falls. What is happening?
P1 execute the Baron, and I thought they'd lose the team fight, but incredible team fighting does net them a good trade. 4 for 3 and the delayed ace, and let's watch it once more. Look at that damage. The chain comes in, and Baron is given the assist. Oh, that stings for Biofrost, and here it is. Look at this. They decide to make the call. It's risky, but they want this win. They're making the gutsy plays. They burn down the Baron. Look at this. Suppression comes out from Furion onto Svenskeren. No way you can smite when you're suppressed, so they do use a lot here to keep him out. He flashes in too late, but a good ulti breaks a lot of things up. Means Furion goes down at the start of the fight. It starts to look bad for P1, but then the flash forward from Inori nets him a kill on Doublelift, who got absolutely destroyed by this Rek'Sai, and Zig and Inori live and come out on top. The gold lead extending 5,000 now for P1. This is not insignificant, and key items coming in across the board. 2 items down on GP, 2 items down now on this Twitch.
So immediately coming out of that fight, Phoenix 1 and Nori rush down the mid lane and drop down that tier 2. And Svenskeren gets caught once again.
Pyrion's coming around the side. He can catch up to him.
Drops the cask. Here comes MASH.
Ghost was popped by Pyrion. He wants this.
There's a tier 2, and he has found it indeed. Svenskeren dies again. They turn onto Hanser. They're dropping the stun. He is going low. Stun against the wall. They're still under the turret. MASH takes the hits. And Gate, he's going to be snared
Doublelift
under.
and Bjergsen are coming. P1 have overstayed.
Trying to turn these kills around. Zig on the opposite side of the map. Gate will die, and Nori tunnels to safety.
Yeah, Zig needs to push. He needs to get something now. P1, they're just trying to stay alive. He's trying to recall.
They know he's there.
Oh god, he's gonna get stopped.
He's stealth, but they saw that he was there on top of the ward. That's 3 members of Phoenix 1 going down, but that tier 2 falls.
It's still a good trade for them. It's 2 for 1, but they get a turret. How much more can they get? Definitely over-aggressive there from P1 as they're trying to get a little bit too hypey, and chasing those kills on a tank Gnar under his turret was too much, too fast. Either way, Bjergsen is actually trying to solo out the dragon. They're losing their base at the same time. They should not have been going for this dragon.
Inori, very greedy, is able to bring half health down on that inhibitor. Dragon, as you can see, Bjergsen is going to be able to clear that out with his blue buff. Mountain Drake secured by TSM off the back of the fight. But Phoenix 1 are in control of the game. 5,000 gold ahead.
Still, good job by TSM. I was worried for them that Inori and Zig may have been able to take down a turret there.
Yeah.
But they defend on their home front, and they also get the dragon. So good job by them. And here is the fight. And this kill on Svenskeren was fantastic. They have the catch. Ghost was already popped on the top side by Pyrion. He flashes in. This is where they get the kill. It looks like they maybe can go more, but this is... You know, the first kill is great, and now it's Hanser. They say, okay, their eyes get a little bit big. This is Hanser going into Mega Gnar. He's full tank. He's able to get the turnaround. Nice double stun. MASH was tanking the turret the whole time, so they're 80 carries out of the fight. Furion's at half health, and they really kind of overstayed their welcome, which means TSM is able to come in get a kill here on that backside, and eventually Mash did get cleaned up as well with the greedy recall.
Yeah, it's still only 24 minutes in this game, absolutely action-packed. As Phoenix One, after taking an incredible game 2, are looking to close it out with an even more amazing game number 3. Baron buff has fallen off. Zig is caught out, flashes, and gets a huge amount of damage onto Double Lift. Svenskeren is completing his recall as the rest of Phoenix One are shoving on the opposite side of the map. Are Phoenix One out macroing TSM right now?
Yeah, TSM is feeling the pressure to actually go for some of these plays, and the base is stopped there by both of those guys, and they're going to get a turret here on the bot side. That one's going down for sure. Now they just need to back off. Zig even staying alive, gets the summoner trade top lane. Exhaust for flash. Good job by him.
Bottom tier 2 falls 6 turrets to 2.
Yeah,
Phoenix One are leading this game.
A lot of pressure here on TSM. Doublelift and Bjergsen especially, these are the guys that have to carry the fights. They have a lot of gold for their team, 4 kills on Bjergsen, 3 kills on Doublelift, and you can see the gold distribution is where they want it to be. 2 carries for TSM have the most gold, and they have the champions that can really take over these fights. So they're going to have to play it so well and make sure that they're able to really get the most out of their kits.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the rest of the gold for Phoenix One is on Inori and Zig.
Yeah.
And that is a big gangplank right now. 3 items.
Yeah, he's getting very frightening and going for a bit more of this kind of combat type build. A little bit tankier with that Sterix, and the armor pen build for gangplank is really popular now. Wouldn't be surprised to see him build into Maw, get some MR, but with the Sterix, may not want to do that, so actually probably going to go for something else because they don't stack.
Yeah, TSM looking to collapse onto Mash. All right, he's able to walk away towards that turret. He's also got a Runan, so this is a very fast push for TSM. Phoenix One can't respond in time. The tier 2 goes down. And as 5, TSM are able to make the movement to catch up with that tier 2. There goes the Void Rush.
But it's Zig. He's pushing by himself on the other side, and we'll see how much he can get done if he can actually at least get this to the turret. That is something for them. They have these waves pushing, and you can see that Hauntzer doesn't really want to deal with this Gangplank anymore, who has been farming in the sideways for so long. He's been gifted that advantage by his teammates who have done so much work, and he is now 2 levels up on Hauntzer, a rare sight to see in the LCS.
Now the Baron is up in 1 minute. Phoenix One and TSM are well aware of that fact, and as such are grouping up, starting to get these wards, looking for these picks. And right now, Phoenix One have the advantage. TSM are sitting back. They cannot afford to be caught by Pyrion, or even anyone from Phoenix One, as these waves are pushed up by that top laner. Mash is going for a greedy recall. It's 40 seconds before that Baron comes up.
He has time to get back as long as he does go straight out there. And a lot of pressure also on Gate in these fights. He must block the initiations from Svenskeren. Cannot allow him to ult in their carries. That is key. You have to keep this Twitch safe.
Yeah, some good zone control from TSM allows them to push that wave up, but Phoenix One are waiting.
Yeah, they're looking to pull the trigger here, and Mash is back. They're going to go for it.
There he goes forward. Mash has been able to group up the slow. There's a teleport. And the Miasma separates. Cannon Barrage was used. Baron has respawned, however. Doublelift in the front. There goes the knockout. TSM are in the choke point, but Hautzer's coming out from behind. Bergson is low. Biofrost has fallen. Doublelift trying to kite away as Svenskeren is running for his life as well, and Nori will not be stopped, but Hautzer's about to get mega. He gets the slam, turns onto Gate, but 3 members of TSM are dead!
And TSM tried to make the collapse, but Hauntzer was not even in Mega. I don't know what they were doing there. P1 comes up huge and smashes that fight. It's going to mean the Baron and perhaps an insurmountable lead for them.
They're trying to burn it down, and they succeed. Phoenix One clean up the second Baron of this game. There are no tier 2 turrets remaining, only inhibitor turrets. Phoenix One are doing the unbelievable.
And now watch this fight. So TSM, okay, the GP ulti was burned, but they funnel right into this, and look at them all taking this AoE damage. Yes, it's Inara on the backside, but he's not doing anything, and Inori is just crushing through these guys. Zig is untouched. The Twitch in the backline is totally free-firing, and Hauntzer gets Mega after the rest of his team is already dead. That was a very uncoordinated and uncharacteristic collapse from TSM.
Yeah. The pressure really must be absolutely something. 14-0 over the course of these games. They just had their 17-game win streak upset by Phoenix One.
an IE completed on Twitch now. He is going to be a monster. We have a lot of big items. It's Leandri's done in the mid lane, Mortal Reminder in the top lane. Everyone is completing these big ticket items for P1 as things look scarier and scarier here for TSM. Infernal Drake is coming up. Do TSM want to look for this team fight? Remember, in the game earlier today, things were looking brutal for CLG, but one team fight can still net you that win.
Yeah, there goes the miasma. TSM are trying to fight this, rushing forward. That's going to be Infernal Drake secured. Hanser is suppressed. Inori over the wall. Mash free firing, drops Hanser as Inori goes forward. That's 2 members dead. Huge stun from Bjergsen. He's trying to outplay it, but Mash is a monster.
He has the reset. He can stealth again. He's going to go for more. This could be the game.
Double Lift goes down, a triple kill for Mash. I cannot believe what is going on. Phoenix 1 are beating TSM. Teleport onto the inhibitor.
I think they could end it. The death timers are so long, it's 30 seconds on almost everyone for TSM, and P1 are pushing into the base.
The inhibitor turret goes down. It's down to the inhibitor. 30 seconds for Double Lift, 20 for Bjergsen. They've got Baron. They've got the minion wave. It's up to Biofrost. He's flashing to buy time. Phoenix 1 are pushing onto the Nexus.
There's 8 seconds on Svenskar, and they need to hold on. They're very low. Can they finish it? It looks like they can.
Biofrost is stalling out. The Nexus turret goes down. The Nexus is falling. Phoenix 1 has done it. They have defeated TSM 14-1.
Can you believe it? The miracle upset from Phoenix 1 as they play spoilers to TSM's previously undefeated season.
I cannot believe from not a single win in the first half of the split, not one match victory. They rise from the bottom to clean out the top, taking the first victory over Team SoloMid.
And Inori, you cannot talk enough about this guy. 6-0-10 on the Rex side. Ridiculous hard carry performance from Phoenix 1's jungler. He made Svenskar